We have another international jigsaw speed puzzling champion for 2026. Let's chat with this year's Nordic Championship winner, Madeleine Hellsén. Welcome, Madeleine. Congratulations on your victory at the Nordic Championships.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me.
How are you feeling? Hasn't been too long actually since they took place. How are you feeling now?
Most of all, I just feel really glad that I decided to participate because I wasn't planning on participate at all. And then I got a question from my pair mate Emilia if I wanted to do pairs with her, and I thought like, well, if I'm going for pairs, I can do the individual as well. So that's how I ended up there.
I like that it was just an afterthought of, oh, I guess I'll do that, and now you are the Nordic champion. That's quite the jump.
Yeah.
You also competed in the Swedish Nationals
Yes.
earlier this year. Your result was 17th overall, which is still very good at any
Mhm.
national competition, uh, but almost 10 minutes behind the winner. Did you
Yes.
go into the Nordic Championships thinking, I have a chance to win this?
Oh, not at all. I was really hoping for top 20, but I wasn't sure if that was even possible.
Yeah, the Nordics are quite competitive with those four countries sending some of their best people there.
I know
Uh,
there's so many good ones participating, right?
I think yeah, and I think a unique aspect of this is the fact it's the Nordic countries, excluding Iceland at the moment, but
Oh, we
just because I
actually
don't
did have one from Iceland. One person
was
in there was one.
excellent. I didn't see them on the list. I'm very happy there is someone from Iceland there, all
Mm.
five of the Nordic countries. Is there I've not actually spoken to someone about the Nordic Championships. Is there a sense of like country competitiveness between the five countries?
Mm, I didn't um, get any competitiveness between the countries, I would say. I just thought like everyone was really happy to be there. But no, not from my point of view. Maybe next year if people want to like be the first nation, but no, I wouldn't say so. No.
I thought there would be a little bit more. Like in hockey, there's that big Swedish
Yeah,
Finnish battle. I thought it might come over into
no,
speed
I
puzzling.
know.
Something else that stands out at these competitions is the
Mhm.
Swedish team in general. You all
Yeah,
have the bright yellow shirt. You can always see them on the live streams.
yeah.
Who organizes this?
Yeah, so I think it's the Swedish Jigsaw Association, and if I remember correctly, they started doing it in the Worlds, so you would be able to easily spot them if you were watching online. But it's actually a brilliant idea, I would say, because for me, who was quite new to this team, it was so easy to recognize other people within the Swedish team, and it was a way to feel like connected, that since we were bright and everyone was wearing the same color, you felt like the team spirit a bit more.
I love it. I didn't think of it from that point of view where yeah, it's easier to meet people from the same country. I think it's a very good idea what they do, and I hope more countries start doing that. Australia has their uh, jerseys that they wear especially to Worlds, and a
Hmm.
few other countries. I think the UK did as well. I do like seeing it. So the competition is about to start. How are you feeling before you've opened the bag?
I'm usually really, really nervous before. It's always like, what puzzle is it gonna be? Is it my kind of puzzle? And you never really know what to expect. So I would definitely say that I'm really nervous. During the national Swedish competition, when I opened the bag, the pieces like landed on the floor, etc. So I'm always really nervous that that will happen again.
That is the biggest. That's one of the biggest fears at the
Yes,
start. But
like when you open the
um,
bag and they just pop away.
but at Nordics that didn't happen. You're all
That did
good.
not happen. They were all good. Yes, luckily.
Excellent. So, what were your thoughts? Because it wasn't a new unreleased puzzle, which we knew going into it.
Mhm.
What were your thoughts then when you did see the puzzle?
Well, I it was like it's always mixed feelings when they're not new releases, but um, I knew I would have an advantage having done this puzzle before, even if I think it was like over a year ago. But except from that, this is my kind of puzzle to compete in. So I thought like maybe I can be top 20 after all.
So you said it's been about a year since you've done it,
Yeah.
which is a fairly long time in
Hmm.
speed puzzling. If you're doing a lot of puzzles, that is a long time. Not everything's gonna be locked into your mind.
Yeah.
Um, what about this puzzle then makes it kind of your style? Because it's very green. Like it's not an easy
Mhm.
sortable puzzle. Just by looking at the image, I've not done this one.
No.
What makes this your style?
So I'm not one of those like super speed puzzlers when it comes to like postcards and those kind of images because they have no room for mistakes.
Yeah.
One mistake and you're out of the podium. And this, since it's a bit darker, it's usually a bit slower, and I think that suits my style much more.
I'll come back to this in a little bit. You mentioned
Hmm.
the postcards. Those are your fastest times on my speed puzzling, by the way, are two postcards. So
Hmm.
um, you can do the postcards quite quickly as well.
Yeah, yeah. But compared to others, like my
Yeah,
I'm not as fast as those super fast ones.
that is fair. As are you someone who gets more and more focused like towards the end of the puzzle, or I speak to a lot of people that are very
Mhm.
very good, but they get like the shaky hands, especially when they know that there aren't any other finishers yet or they have a chance to be near the top. Kind of
Yeah.
what are you feeling as you're getting close to the end of this puzzle?
I'm definitely faster towards the end rather than the beginning. But then the few last pieces, I'm usually quite shaky there as well. And especially when you are like about to do a really good time, because then there's a lot of people standing around you, and you know everyone's watching, and you don't know like, will I be the first one? Is someone already finished? And yeah, it's a lot of eyes on you. So then I get a bit shaky again. But overall, definitely stronger at the end of the puzzle.
So you're obviously doing this chat with me. So the spoiler
Mhm.
is that you do win. You do win. That's why you're
Yeah.
on here. But out of this, all the finishers that I've seen this year,
Mhm.
whether I've spoken to them on this channel or not yet, you have a unique finish to yours because you're essentially a dark horse winner here, where listening to the live stream, they didn't even acknowledge at the time that you had like
Mhm.
you can hear the claps and everything happen, but
Mhm.
they don't really realize it because they're looking at the front rows and paying attention more on
Yeah.
that. Were you aware as you got close to the end that you potentially can win?
I wasn't. I was so focused on the puzzle, so I wasn't sure that I was in the lead. But since there were so many people around me, I think that was what made me feel like this can go really well. But because there was so many volunteers around me watching, but I wasn't sure if like maybe someone has already finished. I don't know. Has anyone clapped yet? I don't know. But I will probably do well at least.
Do you use headphones during your puzzling?
No, I don't. I don't.
Wow. So that's really focused
Yeah,
then.
I'm really
If
focused.
you
Yes.
like that is locked in. So your finish was a bit unique in the fact that even the camera people were not around you at the time. Were you aware of them, or was there a camera person there?
Like it's hard to know about the cameraman because people were, I think it were people from the Swedish Jigsaw Association taking photos, and I don't know what cameras are recording and which cameras are only for photos. So I didn't realize my finish wasn't filmed at all. I
So
just sort of,
we do see you. They do get to you eventually. We see you pick
yeah.
up the puzzle and show that you're done, and that's when the live stream realizes that there is a finisher,
Hmm.
which is still very funny to listen to.
Yeah.
When did you find out that you had won?
So I found out when I was finished, and everyone saying congratulations, and they took photos and so on. So yeah, and like people from the Swedish Association were really happy about having a Sweden on the podium.
Yeah. What was kind of your initial reaction then? What was the feeling when you found out that you were the Nordic champion?
I felt like, is it Jennifer Lawrence when she has I think it's an interview, and she was like, "What do I do? What do I say? Can someone tell me?" And that's exactly how I felt because I've never been in the top like in a competition like this before, and I was like, "Do I just like pick up my pieces and leave, or do I stay?" Or yeah, I was
Yeah,
really,
it's
I didn't know what are you supposed to do when you win. Like that was a new for me.
yeah, I don't know what I would do, especially if you're coming in and you're not really going for that first place to get
No.
first place. This is kind of the definition of right puzzle, right day,
Mm-hmm.
where I do tell a lot of people that you never know what's going to happen or what's going to come out of that puzzle bag. Whether it's a new puzzle or a repeated puzzle, it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't make a difference. Um, like, even though you've done this puzzle, you have said it's been a year.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, did you Other people have done the puzzle as well, so it's not as though it's like there's a huge advantage for you. Other people have had the chance to do it, but were there key aspects of the puzzle where somewhere in the back of your mind you knew I need to pay attention to this section and this section a little bit more?
I remember the puzzle being darker than you think compared to the picture, but other than that, I didn't have like a specific strategy for this puzzle itself. But I have practiced a lot of similar puzzles like this that are a bit darker and a lot of trees and the same kind of image. And I knew from the start, like if I'm gonna do well on this, I have to stick to my strategy and like really, really do that. Um,
Uh, what on adding to that, what kind of
mhm.
was your strategy then? So for people that
Um,
are looking to also do really well,
yeah,
how do you kind of put these types of painted forest not foresty but like the
yeah,
painted puzzles are tough. What would your
yeah.
strategy kind of be for this?
So for like for puzzles overall, I love sorting. I know there are a lot of divided opinions about sorting. Some like it and some don't. But I like it, and I kind of need it to be fast. And I knew that I have to stay with the sorting. Like I can't give that up halfway through, which is kind of easy to do when you get stressed. And I knew like I have to stay with it. I will feel like I am behind because people start building directly, and I'm still sorting and flipping pieces. But I really try to stick to that.
I think that's great advice for people to listen to. If you have a plan, stick to
Yeah,
the plan.
exactly. I would say that. Yeah.
You are now a major international you're an international competition winner
Hmm.
at this point, which is outstanding. There's not a lot of them that take place each year. Is this going to make you consider attending future international events like the World Championships later this year or the World Series in 2027? Is that crossing your mind?
Yeah, definitely. So I will not participate in Worlds because it doesn't fit my schedule this year. But of course, I want to do this more, and it was so much fun to do the other categories as well, like pairs and teams. So I would love to compete more internationally. It's a lot of fun, and the whole community is amazing to be around.
Very much so. Very briefly, you also competed in the pairs events,
Hmm.
as you mentioned, with Amelia.
Yeah,
I met her in Germany. Very nice.
yeah,
And what was the pair? So you're two podiums. You finished second place with
yeah.
that. Two podiums on the same weekend. How was the pairs round? Just kind of quickly.
So we have never puzzled before. We did our first puzzle together the night before. Uh, but I know she's a good puzzler, So I really wanted to step up, and since she asked me, I didn't want her to regret her choice of teammate. But it's very different. Like you don't have time to sort and have like the same kind of dedicated strategy when you are in Paris. But it was fun, and she was amazing to compete with us. Well, I don't think she I think she's done one pair competition before, but she's quite new to pairs as well. Yeah, it was fun, and I didn't think I would like competing in pairs as much as I did because everything went so fast.
Yeah, yeah. Pairs is definitely different. It is, but still, first time puzzling with somebody else, and it's a second
Hmm.
place finish at the Nordic Championships. Now, just to kind of wrap this up, I feel confident in saying that you're maybe not one of the most well-known people in the speed puzzle world. I think that's going to change very quickly. You are number 4 on my speed puzzling, which is when I looked it up, I didn't believe it. I thought it might have been a different one. I was like, you see, is there two Madeleines from Sweden? There is not. So you are there's going to be a lot more focus on you going forward, I think, and well earned as well. So yeah, I can't wait to see what comes next for you. Do you have any other competitions set up for 2026?
Yeah, so I've signed up for a another Swedish one later on. I think it's in September. But other than that, nothing yet.
It's going to be a different feeling, I think, going in. There's going to be more eyes on you at that next competition. But no, again, congratulations on your victory. I can't wait to see what happens next.
Thank you very much.